Alright, so I'm just going to review what we did in the turns class. It's May 10th from Portland, Oregon. My name is Jonathan Janis. I have Benjamin here helping me in class. So quick review. So we did some tapping, some proprioceptive warm-ups, some like Qigong warm-ups. We tap each other's back. We started to talk about a little Franklin method and the way that the bones of the feet will spread. So as I bend my legs, the bones spread, and then they're going to narrow back as I straighten. And how I'm going to use that to maintain my axis and ground. So after the warm-ups, we just practiced doing turns. So we're always turning in the direction of the foot we're stepping onto. So if I'm turning to the right, I'm going to lead that turn with my right foot. So right foot turning to the right. Or you can do it with me. Or left foot turning to the left. So when we started, we go as far around as we can get. So Benji went 3/4, I went like 1/4 or less. The emphasis is that I need to maintain my balance and my axis. And if I can practice and make sure my axes are strong, the faster turns, the fuller turns, they will come easily. So some of the keys, we talked about the points of the foot, the 3 points of the foot, we have the outside ball, the inside ball, and the heel. And we're going to center our weight right in that triangle. So in Qigong or Tai Chi, they call this the bubbling well. I'm going to keep my foot over that, keep the weight of my foot over that point. So what that means is that I want to use my heel. My weight is forward, but I'm using my heel, as opposed to starting to engage the calf and try to turn on my toes, because it's much harder to balance. And also, once my muscles are tense, I can't use them to move, right? So finding that place where I have a little bit of hip flexion, a little bit of knee flexion, and my foot is wide and relaxed. This is where my turns start from, however far I go. So then we talked about a turn is a linear motion followed by a rotation, meaning that I have to take a step, get on the axis, then rotate. I can't combine those two. So what we did was we took a step to the right and then slowly turned the spine to the right and just held that to take us around. So I'm using the linear motion for my legs and hips, driving forward and harnessing that in a rotational motion between the spine. We didn't really talk about it, but basically I would hold that rotation until I want to stop the turn. So if I'm just doing a turn in place, when I want to stop, I let my spine come back to neutral. And the momentum gets absorbed to make it stop. What we focused on was turns down the line. So in partner dancing, it's important that we know where the follow is going and the speed they're going at. So we have a very specific technique we use to do that. So we're always basically going to be turning right foot to the right and left foot to the left. So it means that you have to be aware of which foot you're leading your follower turn. So the basic technique is that as I step onto the right, as I step onto the right, I turn my spine and I rotate 180, not further. Just get to the back. And I still look at this right leg. And here, I harness this linear momentum, which is very small, and I keep the back ball of my foot on the ground instead of dropping the heel. Subtle point is really important. So I do the linear by 180 rotation. And because I'm on the ball, it's driven me into that forward leg. So again, from the top, I step onto the right, turn my spine, hold that alignment, rotate 180. I'm still aligned to the right. Push back on the ball, rotate 180, pushes me onto the forward, which is my linear into the next turn. And I can just go down the line. So the drill that you guys can practice this with is just we'll go to the right. So we're going to go right, turn, left, right, left. Now here at the left, when I want to end the turn, I drop my heel. And then I'm moving linear this way. And I continue to walk. So change directions, now I'm going to the left. Left, turn, drop the heel, back. And right, turn, drop the heel, and back. So we worked on that basic technique, and then we talked about how the follow has to turn themselves. The The lead cannot be cranking the follow around. And how do we lead a turn so that we're not moving the cranking the follow around? So the first turn we did was an inside turn. We started in a promenade, and we talked about how Benji's going to be turning to the left. So Benji's going to walk through to the left, and then I'm going to turn my spine towards his opposite ear. So towards his left ear. I'm going to take his right hand towards his left ear, and then I drop the hand and the turn stops and we stretch away. Yeah? So, how do we lead the turn? There's two motions. Do this with me. So, when we're going to lead, how do we lead the turn? The first motion is we stretch through the ribs, we lift the hand with the rib cage, and then we rotate the spine into the follow. And then we rotate back, drop the hand, and the turn ends. So we lift and rotate and drop. And lift and rotate and drop. And I just keep the hand over the follow and make sure she's in front of me or he's in front of me. And then I let it turn. So that was the first turn we did. One last time. Follow walks through the left foot, and right here I lift the hand and rotate, drop the hand, stretch. Second turn we did is an outside turn to the right, still in promenade. Now here, I'm going to lift the hand, same thing, and I'm going to take the right hand to the right, just over the head. Oops. Over the head. Drop the hand and stop. So that was the basic stuff we did. The key point, follow needs to be turning on a line, doing their technique. Lead needs to be using the rib cage and the rotation of the spine to lead the follow. So then we just did a catch, where we did an inside turn into a lunge on the right. We just keep stepping, same number of steps as the follow, and it'll be on the right foot. Lunge. Then we did outside turn to continue walking in promenade. Then we could do a double or triple outside turns. Then we did, the last one we did, which we just talked about, was an inside turn to the catch, and then I'm going to rotate a half rotation myself. So when I do that half rotation, I'm using the same technique that we practiced to turn. I'm just doing it with the partner. So I catch on the left leg, rotate the spine, boom, we both turn. So what that looks like, I just keep walking. So we're on the same foot. So we're walking, same turn here, inside turn, hand to the ear. Right here is Benji stepping back on his right. I'm going to catch on the left, rotate my spine, take this around. And from there I can open and do whatever, just to say. No. Okay. I think that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. I hope to see you again. Thanks.